Now the Karizma has been around for almost 12 years, and in that time, the bike has changed quite a bit, or in fact it hasn't changed at all. Since we got the first bike in 2003, the original Karizma, since then we've seen quite a few upgrades, and in 2009 we got the first generation ZMR. Now the ZMR had the same engine, the same chassis, pretty much the same components as the original bike that came all that time back. But the main changes have been a full fairing, fuel injection for the engine, an oil cooler, gas charged rear suspension, and a rear disc brake. This second generation ZMR, however, retains all of that, and it's merely a visual upgrade to the bike that we saw a few years back. So does this ZMR really stack up in the modern day? So let's take a ride and find out, shall we?
बाइक की ये नई फेयरिंग है काफी बड़ी and imposing with twin lamps placed vertically. Certainly not a conventional approach. पर ये डिजाइन का इंस्पिरेशन certainly है the way Eric Buell likes his machines. Vertical headlamps के साइड पे है clear lens turn indicators जो आते हैं with LED strips. बाइक के मिरर है mounted on top of the fairing just like on the outgoing ZMR bike. नई ZMR के बॉडी वर्क का लोअर पार्ट है रिवाइज्ड और अब फीचर करता है नए ग्राफिक्स और नए पैनल्स। बाइक का इंस्ट्रूमेंटल है वही ओल्ड डिजिटल कंसोल, साइड स्टैंड इंडिकेटर वार्निंग है सिर्फ एक नया फीचर, और अब ये कंसोल आता है विद स्मॉल गिमिक्स लाइक वेलकम एंड गुड बाय मैसेजेस। सीटिंग पोजीशन है लाइक द ओल्ड बाइक, पर अब है क्लिप ऑन हैंडल बार्स और स्लाइटली फॉरवर्ड सेट राइडिंग पोजीशन। जो राइडर्स को कंफर्टेबल येट स्पोर्टिंग राइडिंग पोस्चर देता है। आप बैठते हैं लो ऑन द बाइक बट विद अ बिग बाइक फील।
The handling too is a bit old school. It's fairly softly sprung, not very sharp to the corners. But that being said, it's very friendly for newbies and experienced riders alike.
ZMR अब है with a good update in performance, क्योंकि अब इसका 223 सीसी का ऑयल कूल्ड इंजन प्रोड्यूस करता है 20 bhp ऑफ पावर और 19.7 Nm ऑफ टॉर्क।
It's a fairly heavy bike, 150 some kilos to be exact, which means the acceleration to 100 takes quite a bit of time, 12.5 seconds, which is rather slow for its class.
अपडेटेड करिश्मा अब बोस्ट करती है स्ट्रॉन्गर मिड रेंज, इसका रिस्पॉन्स टू थ्रॉटल इनपुट है इंस्टेंट, इंजन कैरेक्टर रिमेन्स अनचेंज्ड और ये है बहुत टॉकी विद द पावर डिलीवरी बीइंग लीनियर। पर ये मोटर है काफी वाइब्रेशन प्रोन एट द हाई एंड ऑफ द पावर बैंड। बाइक के 18 इंच व्हील्स करते हैं रॉब ZMR को टाइट हैंडलिंग से। बाइक में अब भी मोनोशॉक रियर सस्पेंशन है मिसिंग और ये अब भी आती है 5 स्टेप एडजस्टेबल GRS सिस्टम के साथ।
Overall, it's a very comfortable bike with fairly comfortable suspension setup as well as comfortable seats, which will make for a good sport tourer of sorts. So we spent the day riding around on the ZMR, and while it's primarily a visual upgrade, Hero has done quite a few tweaks all around the bike to keep it relevant even in today's day and age. This philosophy of the company of picking its best-selling models to keep them running even today is working so far, but the competition has gone quite a ways ahead in this department. To be very honest, if Hero wants to keep the Karizma brand alive for the next decade or so, it needs a whole new bike, a ground-up approach for this motorcycle. But today, if you crave a nearly quarter-liter motorcycle with a full fairing that has a big bike feel, well, it's difficult to do better than the ZMR.
While बाइक की स्टाइलिंग है अपडेटेड एंड द आउटपुट इंक्रीज्ड, बाकी सब कुछ है लार्जली द सेम।